So this is made on, I guess she finally found someone to do it for her. Now there's a reason she's not doing these videos herself. There's even pictures on her other channel, because she has her own channel. I don't think this is her channel. There's pictures and videos about her begging someone else to do this for her. And the main reason are legal reasons. She knows that it's illegal to lie about someone, so she wants someone else to do it for her, so that if I were to say, hey, this is against the law, you can't like make this weird shit up about me, then she can just say, no, I didn't do that, someone else did it, I'm not responsible. But we have pretty clear evidence that she's the one behind this. And this is just, so I guess this is a poor schmuck that she trapped or lied to make this for her. But yeah, let's get into it.
This.
Let's see here. Let's go full screen.
Is Never Give Up, also known as Destru or Dave, a YouTuber.
Dave, wait a minute, hold on. David. No one ever calls me Dave. No one ever calls me Dave.
With more than 200,000 subscribers in his main channel. In 2018, he uploaded the first video in his channel, which became really successful because of its nature of someone talking about how unfair life is for him. Just
now, about like being successful, check my latest videos. I'm not very successful. Most of my videos get like 5 to 10k views. Like, what is this successful talk? But alright, let's let us slide.
It's because of his ugly appearance. The video seems really sad and you get empathy for him the more you watch it, mixed with the fact that he's drunk while he talks, which you can see in the following clip.
So first of all, this is my microphone. The legendary microphone. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, I had that for a very long time. That was an amazing mic. It's quite broken, and I've been drinking a lot of this right now, so I'm sort of drunk. You go, guy. I'm feeling really down. Yeah, it was a tough time.
Here, Dave drinks, and he also mentions later on the video how he had sex with his partner while being drunk, so it's pretty clear he drinks.
Wait, what? What did he say? It's kinda, I should turn up the volume. Let's see here.
He also mentions later on the video how he had sex with his partner while being drunk, so it's pretty clear he drinks.
I had sex with my partner in trance? What? I have a hard time hearing what he says here. What is his, what? When, what? I mean, does he mean my old partner, or does he mean Lullaby? I can't tell. And I've probably had sex while drinking. Yeah, that's happened, but usually, due to my health issues, that's not very comfortable for me. Like, I get insane heart palpitations if I drink and try to have sex, so I kinda try to avoid doing that. But it has happened, yeah.
Most of Dave's content consists of vlogs about his life. He claims to suffer from health problems.
I mean, I don't claim to suffer from health issues. I do have health issues. I am legally disabled. Like, in my legal documents, it says disabled.
Which impact his life to the point he can't work. I won't include any clips of him talking about them because he has dedicated a whole video just to talk about these issues, but I will include a link in the description. In the next two clips, it's clear how Julie and Destru drink all the time. The first one is from the video that they talk about their 2023, and the second is a home tour of their apartment.
Okay.
That's my birthday.
That was your birthday?
That's my birthday.
Ah.
Yeah, I remember that we celebrated with a cute little princess cake and champagne. It was quite a lovely celebration, just the two of us.
It was. I had the drinks. That was so good.
No, kill my cool.
That's where we keep our drinks. Yeah, I mean, drinks and drinks, one drink, and it's wine, and it's not even my wine. I don't drink wine. I drink Fireball, and I drink Mintu, and like I drink harder stuff than wine. So, like, yeah, I don't like wine. It's just there. I think it was for when my friends were visiting and we just put it there.
Indeed.
But it's a nice bar.
So not only they admit that they drink, they literally show photos of champagne and hard liquor, which makes it really funny how this person can go whine about how poor his condition.
I don't drink that often. This is very rude and weird way to paint it. They make it seem like I drink all the time. I drink once or twice a month max, and even then that depends on like how I feel. There are days where I'm not able to drink. Like I don't always drink all the time. They make it seem like I drink like a vodka bottle a day or something. Like no, I've had periods in my life where I've been very depressed and where I have been drinking like more than usual, but that has been like maybe 2 or 3 weeks of me drinking, and then I stop, and then I'm sober for like a year. Like I don't drink regularly. I drink very rarely. However, it's fair to bring that up or get that assumption because I do that in streams and in videos. Like I show drinks, people see me drinking, and most of the reason is because those times when I do that, I am depressed and I choose to have my drinks then and there, you know, and I choose to stream that time. But I don't drink that often. I mean, I wouldn't be able to. It would literally kill me if I drank that much. Like I'm physically incapable of drinking that often. But they want to paint it that way. But okay. And anyway, what's that to them? Like, so what if even if I would be drinking, so what? I mean, what does that matter? Almost everyone drinks. What the hell?
And life is, and then the next day show us pictures of something that is known to cause a lot of health problems.
I mean, drinking is bad, but I don't think drinking is the worst thing for your health. It would be more unhealthy for me to eat pizza and burger every day than drink like twice a week. Like being fat and overweight is like worse. Or if I like had some drug issues or something. But neither way, like what's it to them? Well, who cares?
In another clip, you also see him vaping with Julie on a stream.
Can you get that?
Which one? Ah, the vape.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The nicotine-free vape. She gave a reason. It
Not
was
really.
some. I mean, they said that they didn't have all our names, but yeah. Are they just showing random conversation just where I smoke? But they didn't need to be that last time we went there. Can't they just show the part of me smoking? Why do they have to involve this entire conversation? It's so weird.
That was a hard one.
Sweden and Argentina. Are you gonna share some wedding clips? Eventually, yeah. We share the video. Pop up in the what's it called? On the channel. Yeah, it's a nicotine-free vape.
Once again, he also has mentioned trouble breathing.
Yeah, I have trouble breathing. That's not something I've mentioned. It's like a fact. And again, they're gonna paint it like, oh, he's a smoker. I'm not. I smoke like once a month, if even that. That vape. I did like to vape, but I didn't even do that every day. I did that like maybe twice a week here and there. And it's not like I vaped a lot. I took like one blast and then I was kind of done. And then later on, like a few months later, like I just have it on a shelf, or I had it on a shelf. And then I learned that vaping is actually really, really bad for you. Like it's worse than cigarettes, even if it's nicotine free. So I kind of stopped. I've never been a smoker though. And even if I was a smoker, so what? Why would that matter? Is it because they're claiming about my health? Like that I'm damaging myself? I mean, sure, that's a fair claim to do, but A, they should be accurate about it. I don't smoke. I maybe smoke once a month. That's it. I'm not like a chain smoker. Like weird ass rumor again to put on just because they see me vaping once.
Even if he doesn't vape, his wife does, which not only makes her health worse,
she doesn't,
but also his.
She doesn't smoke at all. She did it because I offered it to her. She doesn't smoke on her own. Like, I am more prone to having a drink or having like a festivity smoke than she would be, but neither one of us is smoking. So like, I'm on the more side, but my more side is like once or twice a month.
Significantly. Also to mention, one time, Dave's lips got so dry that he started bleeding till he passed out, which is often caused by nicotine in vapes or cigarettes.
Wait, what?
While Julie...
Wait, what? Did you say that my lips got dry and started bleeding and that I passed out? He must be referring to when I was sick. I wasn't even smoking at all back then. Like, I got that vape after that. That was from me being sick. I was having I had a terrible mouth infection. My entire tongue and lips and everything was swollen. And I woke up in the middle of the night one time. It was one time from pain, insane pain. It was so bad I had to go on morphine that time. It was one of the worst sicknesses I've ever had. And I woke up and I passed out from blood loss. It had nothing to do with smoking or drinking. What the fuck? It's a weird ass lie,
Julie
man.
was there. In one of the streams they did together, Julie denies that they're actually poor and they're struggling, while Dave insists that that's the case. How can Julie be there for 6 months and say publicly on stream that they don't have any financial difficulties while Dave claims they do? And
because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say you have zero money. She doesn't... It's not that weird. I mean, shit. Do you want to admit that you're broke? It's not something everyone is willing to admit. I'm very open about it. She clearly wasn't, so she was like, no, wait, we're not fully broke. So what?
As well.
I was gonna actually add like a donation, what's it called? Like a donation meter, because we're struggling with food and stuff right now.
That is not true.
That is... We're not struggling that much with food, but we are very broke. We're like... I shouldn't have phrased it like that, but it's like we are surviving, but it's tough, you know? I mean, we do. No. I mean, we're surviving, but it's... Yeah, it's clearly embarrassing to admit that. I mean, I don't... If people want, I can show my bank. I'll show a picture like around here. But I still plan on with my current bank hold.
It makes the
whole... And that's with me living alone. Like without her here, so it would be of course different if we had to be more surviving on my money, but I'm not rich. I'm not rich at all. It's such a weird thing to claim that I have hidden wealth. I live on like disability and on YouTube, and I'm a very small YouTuber, so I don't get much from YouTube. I get like, they cut it because I used to get 1,000, what is it in euros? I think it's around 1,000 euros, but since I turned 30 and got married and have been on it for so long, they cut it down to 700. So I'm getting 700 euro from my sick, what's it called? My disability, basically. And then YouTube is RNG. Sometimes YouTube can be amazing. There are months where I've been getting a lot of money, where I can get like $1,000 from YouTube, which is like on the higher end. A very, very, very good YouTube month is $1,000. But usually I get between $200 to $400. So my total monthly income is anywhere between around $1,000 to $1,400. That's my normal average monthly income. Now you can, if you live in not a Western country, if you don't live in a first world country, that's a lot of money. Sure, it is. But in a country like Sweden, where I live, that's below minimum wage. Minimum wage is around like 15, 16. I get below minimum wage in Sweden. And you can live off that, but I'm basically surviving on it because my family is also helping me. Like, I'm getting financial help from my family too. And so I get by, we manage, but we're not rich. I am not rich. I've never claimed to be rich. And we are relatively broke in the sense of speaking. It is embarrassing. I don't like talking about it. It's not fun to be 30, 31 soon and not have money and have a hard time surviving and being I'm very locked in my situation. It's not funny. It's embarrassing. So of course she's not very happy about talking openly about it. Like, I get it.
Situation really sketchy to believe when Dave complains all the time about his poor financial condition while he has...
Wait, complain? I'm not complaining. I mean, if someone asks on a stream, I might bring it up.
A computer, which the overall cost is unknown, except the GPU, which could cost depending on the time he purchased it.
I bought it on release, and that was long ago. That was like a bunch of years ago. And it was on a month where I had a good YouTube income and didn't have any debts. So I did invest a bit on the one thing that I do a lot, sit at my PC. So yeah, it was like, I got it for $700. $700, I think it was, on release. So yeah, I was lucky to get it too. I was very lucky. And I still use it today. So yeah.
More than $700. A Steam Deck worth $500. A SMD
that I got roughly a year ago. Again, it was before and I had any debts. And I didn't have that much of a good YouTube month. What it doesn't involve is that I sold my Switch. So I had to pay like half the value of it. And a Steam Deck isn't that expensive. It's like, what is it? 400, 500 bucks? And yeah, so what? Oh, now he's gonna show my TV that I got again on long ago. I was actually with my ex when I got it. It was on a good YouTube month during Black Friday. It is a very nice TV and it's probably the most luxurious thing I have. I have a very nice TV. Did I say PC? I meant TV. I do have a nice TV. And yeah, there have been months where I have had good money and then I've spent that money on improving my living conditions. I'm pretty sure anyone would do that in my situation. It's kind of weird to claim not to.
Inches TV with the average price of such being television being more than $500, a PlayStation 5 that could cost
The television wasn't $500, it was like 1,000. But the original price was 20,000, but I got it on Black Friday for no, not 20,000. It was 2,000. I convert everything to Swedish currency. It was $2,000, but Black Friday it was 1,000, and I had money for it. And I was like, I've never had a nice big TV because I always had these weird ass big CRT TVs. And now I finally had money. I was like, I'm buying a nice TV, and I could afford it back then, so I did.
$500. Alcoholic drinks such as wine.
The PS5 I got on a debt payment when I didn't have money. I was very interested in playing the Souls games like Bloodborne, and the new Demon Souls came out, and I was like, I gotta play that. So I got it on a debt payment where I paid $100 every month, and I did that for like 4 or 5 months, something like that. That's not that weird. That's not like a luxury thing to do. Not all my friends, but I have friends who are also having a low income and they also do debt payments. It's not that strange. It's not like I'm like 17 or 18 and I'm pulling money out of my ass. I'm like actually 30 years old and I have like a credit that I can use. You know, I can take debt payments and I do that frequently. So yeah.
And even a new scooter for his partner that costs over $400.
If anyone wants to make a claim that I've ever bought anything for my wife, this is it. I did buy her the scooter. However, it wasn't like a gift I just spontaneously bought for her. Again, debt payment. I had to pay, what was it? I paid another, that scooter was like 400, 500 bucks. And I paid $100 every month for it for a few months. And it's cheaper for me to get her the scooter than it is to buy a bus card and for us to travel around in bus. So it was like it was more of an investment on my part. That's the reason I bought because I have 2 scooters. I have one for myself too that I got long ago. And it's cheaper to have a scooter and drive there on electricity than it is to have a bus card. Because a bus card is around $100 every month. So in a year, that's $1,200. But a scooter, you pay for it once. It's like $400 or $500, and you can use it unlimited amounts of times. It's more convenient, so it's more of an investment. But yeah, that is something I bought for her. If you want to make that claim, there are some people that claim that I buy lots of shit for her somehow. But sure, the scooter I did buy for her.
Bucks. Most will argue his computer is a tool for him to make money, but how many gaming devices does he need when he doesn't even make gaming videos that often and he can play most of the games he plays in the videos and streams in a computer?
Wait, what did he just say? I didn't really get that. He's complaining about me needing technology? I mean, all the things I have I still use. I still have the same computer, same TV, same PS5, and the same Steam Deck. That's my expensive shit. Those are all it. You can count it on one hand. It's not even a full hand. Those are my expensive shits that I own that are like nice. Big whoop. Yeah. And wait, what was his claim even? I don't really get it. What was he complaining about?
Need when he doesn't even make gaming videos that often and he can play most of the games he plays in the videos and streams in a computer.
I have no idea what his claim is. That I don't make a lot of videos. You don't need a gaming PC to make videos. It's a gaming PC for gaming. I don't need it to make videos. I could make videos on like a shitty ass laptop if I wanted.
How can he have money to spend on alcohol and a scooter for his wife when it's known that she will leave?
Alcohol isn't super expensive, especially if you only buy it once or twice a month. And again, I am able to make debt payments. So you buy something nice, expensive, you slowly pay it off. And then during the time you pay it off, you can't really buy anything. So you're kind of it's not very fun, but it's a choice you make. You know, you buy something expensive, you pay it off slowly. And when the debt is paid, then you have a little bit of money again. How is that strange to understand?
Because of your visa expiration, so she won't even be able to use it when she's not there. How can David yet to find out why he has all these issues and have no idea what makes them worse if it isn't to manipulate his audience to feel bad and result to more donations for him?
I mean, I'm not complaining about my health all the time. I don't know where he gets this from, and I don't even know where he gets it from that even if I was drinking and smoking, that would be related to the issues I have. Apparently, it might be that I have EDS, but it's still an under investigation situation. They found out a few things about me, like that my stomach mouth is open and all that. None of that would have anything to do with alcohol. That's something you're born with. These issues, most of them I've had since childhood. Like, even when I've not been drinking a lot, like, I don't get it. There's no correlation. This is just trying to paint a picture that his health is bad because he brought that bad health on himself. Which is like, no.
Came to make a living unemployed with a wife to feed. Even if his claims are true and he really has all these issues, how can he still do all these things that destroy his health without realizing it? It makes no sense for him to say all these things about his health and then show an extremely unhealthy lifestyle with his wife.
Because I'm depressed in most of these clips. In most of them. I'm depressed and I choose to have a drink there and then. I mean, Jesus, how is that so strange? And even if, so what's it to you? So what if I would drink or smoke? Even, I don't do that, but even if I did it like on a regular basis, so what?
Destru announced recently that he has a gaming channel in which
Poggy, my gaming channel,
uploads gaming videos separately from his main channel. You can find the link of the channel in the announcement video's description, which
thank you. That's very good.
It's really his.
I'll give credit where credit is due. At least he advertises my gaming channel. At least he leaves the links. There's fair points to make. I don't think he did that at good intention, but at least he did it. It's a good thing to do.
It isn't really popular, but it has a lot of videos.
Yeah, it's not popular at all. I don't get any views there. Everything I do on my gaming channel is just for fun. Which is kind of what I wanted to blow up originally. Like, if I could choose a channel to do well, I would have had it be my gaming channel. Because I rather entertain people than, like, be a blogger, basically. But, alright.
Although with the first glance, no suspicious thing can be seen. If you scroll back a few years ago, you can see there are videos.
Let's see here. A few years ago, I think that's like, what is it? Over 10 years ago, okay.
Videos with anti-Semitic jokes that are highly racist.
What's super anti-Semitic and mega racist? I didn't, the text, I did not put that there, they put it there. It's not in the video, by the way. Secondly, who cares about some meme joke videos I made like 10 to 15 years ago? And furthermore, I stand by it. It's funny videos. I'm not a PC. I am not a snowflake. I don't give a shit about your feelings. If you watch a video and a video offends you, click it off. It's that easy. My humor is my humor. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's that simple. I don't get it. Why be offended at everything? And why be offended at something a teenager drew? Because most, I know what they're gonna show here. Let's see here.
Most of the details in the screenshots, because a video might.
Yeah, that was a reference. I remember that video. It was a reference because the company that owned the video game are super greedy. So it's like a reference as like a greedy person. Like back then, I didn't even know this was a Jewish thing. Like I was too stupid at that time to like be like, oh, Jews are greedy. To me, it was just like, oh, someone being greedy. Because I was like 15, 16, somewhere around there when I made these videos.
To get taken down.
Oh, look at my paint skills. Yeah, insane Jew attack. Why? Anyway, if they're gonna use such trivial, like, what's it called? If they're gonna use such trivial tricks to try to make me seem racist, don't their logic apply that, like, if you're black, you can't be racist against blacks or something like that? Isn't that the logic they have? So I am partially Jewish. Shouldn't I be able to make Jew jokes by their logic? I mean, to me personally, I don't give a shit. To me, it's funny. That's my paint skills from when I was 15. And the prediction came true. The picture was like, oh, they're gonna release a new Crysis again. And they did. They released Crysis 3, so I was right. Like, again, weird shit.
Dave showed his ex-girlfriend Lullaby for the first time when she arrived in Sweden almost 4 years ago. However, Lullaby and Destru are not together anymore. In the following clip, you could see Julie saying how...
Yeah, exactly. We're not together anymore. We split up around almost 2 years ago now, and she still tries to ruin my life. She didn't get over it.
Lullaby should give the laptop back that Destru gave to her, although David has said to Lullaby it's okay to keep it, and as you can see in the following screenshots, Lullaby asks David if he wants the laptop back, but David...
I did say at one point that I wanted it back when she got crazy. When she went absolutely bananas and started accusing me, I was like, you know what, give me the laptop back, and she didn't. She blocked me.
Replies, it's okay for her to keep it.
But yeah, originally I don't mind. It's hers. Even though I would have wanted it back because she told me she got a job at some point, and that she was gonna make $1,700 every month while living at her dad's. So I was like, you know what? If you can send it back, if you start making good money, then I will happily take it back. Because back then I did have a very nice laptop, and I decided to give it to her. And yeah, I mean, would I have known that this would have happened, I would have never given it to her, but all right.
No, I think she should return the laptop to me. That's all.
Yes, I want my laptop back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I still want the laptop back. I mean, if she's gonna be lying about me and claiming that I steal her shit while harboring like super duper expensive shit I gave her, then yeah, I think it would be fair that I want the laptop back. So what? I'm not demanding it. I'm just saying I would like it back. I would like to have it back. But I'm not saying you have to give it back. I'm not pressing legal charges or claiming anything like that. I mean, such a trivial thing.
Why does Julie say something like that to a live stream, making Lullaby look like a thief to a bunch of incels?
Because she claimed that I was stealing shit first. That was like a response that they cut out. Like again, they show, this video shows what it wants to show. It doesn't show the context. It doesn't show like any deeper meaning. It just shows a single little thing. It's like a like you're in court and you're being like there's like a lawyer. They just bring out like nitpicking this, and they're like, you're not supposed to read the context. You're just supposed to look at this word. That's what this video is doing.
It raises a lot of questions. Does Destru lie to Julian about his past relationship? Does Julie and Dave want extra cash, so they ask Lullaby to give something back, although he said it's okay to keep it? Also,
wait, did he claim that I'm like lying about shit to make money? In almost every single video I do or stream I do, I never ever advertise my shit. Like there's, if someone asks, I might be like, yeah, there's a link in the description when I stream. But very rarely in my videos do I ever go like, hey, check out my Patreon, check out this or that. Like I have a hard time doing that. It's not really my style. You don't even need to believe me now in this video. You can go back and look at all the videos I've ever made. See how much I advertise like my content.
Also to mention, Destru never gave Lullaby most of the stuff back when she left from Sweden. This claim can be proven with those screenshots of Dave promising.
She told me to keep the piano. This is again a lie. I can disprove this. I have evidence against this. She told me to keep the piano and I was gonna send it back to her. I did offer to send it back. She chose not to. So that's her choice. It's not something to blame on me, but okay.
To Lullaby, he'll return her stuff back, and most important.
Yeah, see, I told her. She like disappeared for a while, and I was like asking her like, where are you? Do you not want your shit back? And it's not like she had a lot of things. She had like the piano, which I don't remember if it was rightfully hers. I don't think she bought it. And but yeah, she could have it. Even today she could have it back if she really wanted to. But there's no way for me to contact her. She blocked me everywhere. But she could have it back if she really wanted to. I don't think she wants it back though, because she told me she doesn't want it back. I don't think she has anything else. There were a few breathing machines, like air ventilating machines that I bought for her. But she never ever mentioned wanting those. Like, yeah, I don't know what else there is that's hers. But okay.
Importantly, her piano. But did Dave really give anything back? In the following clip, you can see David playing Lullaby's piano, and the video was recorded by Julie almost a year ago after the breakup.
Yeah, we found it stashed in the wall. I was like, yeah, we have this piano from my ex. And we took it out and we tried it out. Big whoop. She found it cute when I was playing piano. Okay. She told me to keep the piano anyway. The one and only song I know how to play.
So did Dave actually return her stuff? I highly doubt it, since we can see that dear Dave is clearly...
No, I didn't. I offered to, but she didn't want it.
Either lying about his condition, or he just doesn't care enough about his health just to receive donations. In this stream, Destru accuses Lullaby of being a liar and a schizophrenic for discussing her mistreatment and threatening to dox her to an audience of over 100 viewers. Over 100 viewers. They make it sound like I'm like he's doing it over 1 million viewers. But yeah, it's just like, it's not even like 100. I think it's like a couple, what is it, 50, 60 viewers, my average stream. Maybe it was 100 that time, but like, what? Some of his viewers are horrified and beg him to stop talking about her. Well,
no, that's not true. My stream is still there. You can go and watch it. You can go back and rewatch the stream. It's up there.
Others become enraged and threatened to find her and harm her.
Because she's being crazy. Confront her about it, maybe? I tried, but she blocked. See? Confront her about it, maybe. Like, that's someone else who wrote that. to me, and I'm just reading it out. Someone asked me if I should confront her. Talked me. I tried to confront her about it, and I told her, like, if you want, we can, like, honestly, I would be fine with her just, if she contacted me and wanted to publicly talk about it together, I would, but she always, again, she has schizophrenia. See, I offered, why are they including this in the video if they're trying to make me look bad? I even offer and say that I'm fine with us having a discussion about it publicly together, so that she can have her spotlight and like tell her insane view if she wants to. Like, I'm offering that, but yeah, she didn't want to take that up. She enters this state in her mind where everything is everyone else's fault and I am perfect. It's never my fault. What do you do? Yeah, that's just true. That's how she thinks.
He also reads a private email.
I say, what does it say? Swedish. Yeah.
Lullaby sent to his mother, begging her for help.
She does have schizophrenia.
Keep in mind, Lullaby lived with his mother for over 3 years.
Now that is creepy. People who write shit like that, like, I'm gonna get her IP. I'm not supporting that. I don't think that's good. I'm not like on a vendetta to set out for her.
And was close friends with her.
How can Never Give Up still be on YouTube if he has made racist jokes in the past?
Made racist jokes. What he means is used pictures in MS Paint in videos on another channel that's like 15 years old. All right. I'm pretty sure you've never ever in your youth at any point of time done or said anything racist. I'm sure of it.
Past. How can no one of his supporters see that he drinks and vapes and no one questions his claims about genetic chronic disease?
Because they're not necessarily related to each other. And there are a lot of people who, if I make a stream and I drink or I smoke, which I don't do very often, rarely do I stream and drink and smoke, especially nowadays. But if I do it, there's always people who say like, that's bad for you. And I know it's bad for me, but it has nothing to do with my health issues. My health issues have been there even before any drinking or smoking or anything like that. Like, it's not correlated. And like, it's not a strange thing to have a drink or smoke, especially if you're suffering almost 24/7. Like, sometimes you need to unwind a bit. And there are times when booze doesn't even do that. Sometimes drinking makes it worse. But yeah, I'm only human. Humans make mistakes. We do bad things for us. It's not always on purpose. You know, I am a flawed person. I'm not claiming to be perfect. And yeah, it's not good for me to drink. If you want to look at that as my bad. If you want to look at it as a bad character trait, then fine. That's perfectly reasonable. But I've never claimed to be some kind of perfect person. I think I'm a pretty flawed person, you know?
How can his channel still exist to this day, with his videos being monetized after
because I haven't done anything wrong.
Him making all these unsupported, without proof claims about his health and no one...
I have proof. I think I have pretty much proof on most of the things I say.
Questions his legitimacy. I truly hope this person that lies to his ex-girlfriend and uses his audience for money.
That's a funny thing, because she knows I never ever lie. If someone says something, I always say it as it is. Like, yeah, I did those. If you want to see them as racist videos, sure, I did them and I'm supporting them. Like, I'm not going back on my word. I'm not going back deleting them. They're still up. You can go watch them if you want. It's just comedy. It's just memes, references, shit like that. It's not like I made a video talking shit about someone's ethnicity or something like that. Like, yeah, I'm not the snowflake. I'm sorry. I'm not sensitive. I'm not gonna be a sensitive person. I'm not gonna. I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Money gets taken down.
I'm not PC.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you help me spread the word out.
Yeah, I'm not politically correct. I'm not a PC person. If I make I call in my streams, if someone's being a big dumbass, I'll tell them you're fucking retarded, dude. And I stand behind that. Oh damn, why is it starting playing Peterson videos from nowhere? Hi Peterson. Let's see. They had a second one. Let's go and watch the second one too. Let's see here. This one.
Mean.
I've seen this one also probably like once when it came out. I don't remember much of it. Anyway, let's see what weird ass shit they say about me now.
Never Give Up became a famous YouTuber for his video talking about his life being ugly. Dave abused his ex so much he demanded bonnets whenever he liked.
Wait, what?
Without caring about Lullaby's want, and whenever he didn't got it, he would be angry and mean.
That is... Wow. Okay, first of all, I never demanded anything. Secondly, I never would get angry. Saying that I was angry is a huge over... How do you say it? It's like blowing it up more than it is. Like, I got very sad because she lied to me about it. I don't like going into it because it's so... I don't like talking about sex and all that because it's so insanely personal. And but yeah, I don't like going into it. I do like BDSM. I am a kinky person. I like softer things. I'm not like a hardcore person, but I do like it to some extent. And when I met my ex the first time, she said she liked it too. So I thought we had that in common, but apparently she lied about it. And I was very sexually unhappy for many years. I was sucking it up. I was like, you know what? It's not the entire world. But with time, you know, it did bother me. And I kind of felt like, why did you lie to me about it? And during the years, she always said that she liked it, but it's like we didn't it's like she says one thing just to make me happy, or she said a thing to make me happy, to be more correct, but she never really meant it. So yeah, that bothered me. And all I've said is, you can look at the conversations they're claiming as proof. She's just insulting me. And I'm just saying that I just wanted that part of our sex life to exist. Like, it didn't need to be anything big, just something, at least like maybe once a month or something like that, you know, just having it part of my life because it's something I really like and enjoy. Like, if we're gonna be so personal about it, if we have to get that deep into it, I am face blind. Not fully face blind, I'm partially face blind. I don't find humans attractive. I don't. Human attraction is kind of weird to me. So I like the moment more. And I like kinky stuff because it's more in the moment, you know? There's something that it turns me on more. I don't like talking about it. It's very personal. But yeah, I wanted it to be part of my life. I was never angry about it not being part of my life. What was bothering me was her lying about it. Because she frequently used to tell me that she didn't mind. She wanted it too and all that. And then she completely changes her mind about it. And it was one of the reasons to why we broke up, because we were sexually not capable. Like, the main reason we broke up was communication issues. Secondly was sexual unhappiness between us. Again, very personal. She took it a step further though when she decided to text my mom about her and my personal sex life. Yeah, let's leave it at that.
In the following screenshot, Dave says all he wanted was just to have bonnets with Lullaby once or twice every 10 days, completely ignoring her.
Which is not like the end of the world, you know? If you claim to like something like that, which she did claim it many times. Before we met, she was like talking about it as well, that she liked it. When we met, we did do it that way a few times. She never said she hated it, but I could tell that she wasn't as into it as I was, which is why we barely did it. And us barely doing that led to, after many years, me becoming kind of sexually unhappy. That's all it was. And I never forced her to do anything. It was never like, we have to do this. It was more like, can we try this? And she would be like, sure. You know? It wasn't any forced shit. Like, this implies that I'm some kind of monster rapist. But yeah, look what she says to me. Like, for me just talking about it.
Didn't want it. Lullaby describes a horrible mistreatment from her side to the point I would even consider it everyday torture. Destru had a girlfriend named Lullaby, but they're not together anymore, for good. David has claimed that she's an awful and manipulative person.
For good. That sounds like such a like. It sounds like she wrote a script and he's like reading it for her.
Without proof and proceeded to publicly leak personal.
It was proof. It was literally you can like midstream. My mom texted me her like it was a text from my mom. From my mom, she sent it to my mom. You don't do that. No normal person does that. Where she claims to be talking to God. Like, okay, yeah, that's a very sane thing to do.
Information in a stream of over 100 people and threatened to dox her while his viewers.
I never threatened to dox her. Let's see her.
Were begging for her address to go and harm her.
Like, should I make a video? Should I start using her real name? Should I just say like fuck you and be vengeful? Yeah, that's like a should I do it, like, because she was like begging for it. And I was like, if I did it, she's like always claiming that I've made tons of videos where I talk shit about her, that I threatened to dox her. If you go back and look at my videos, I've never ever said that. I've never taught. You don't even know her name. People don't even know her name because I've never said it. I've never shared anything. I'm not even talking about her address. I don't even know her address. Like, why make this weird ass assumption? I'm just talking about making a video like the one I'm making now. Because back then I had good reasons to make a video like this because she was already lying back then about me. But I didn't. I had to wait until I waited 2 years up until now when I noticed that she doesn't quit. She doesn't want to let go. She doesn't want to move on. She wants to ruin my life. So now I'm kind of forced to make a response video because the accusations are insane. Because that's what she's trying to do. Like, she's trying to like ruin my connections and shit. Yeah.
It's absolutely horrible how it's allowed by YouTube to threaten to dox her.
I didn't threaten to dox her. I threatened to say her name, and you can say someone else's name. Like saying it could be anyone. You can say someone's name. People know my name.
While he was doing that, he was also drunk while half of you.
I don't condole that. That's bad. People asking about her address, that's weird. I think that's weird too.
His audience was already pushing him to leak her address. Destru and his moderator team allowed.
Sending her Discord is fine. I will probably do that. Because that's not like an illegal thing, showing someone's Discord.
Allowed this thing to happen and actively making Lullaby be scared for her life. He was drunk during that moment. If you could actually decide to do that, your whole life would be destroyed. In the fall.
That sounds like such a vague threat, even though she's even posted my address in some streams. Like, she posts very personal things about me, sometimes in some streams, things only she knows, where I know it's her. So she does that already.
Following clip, Dave starts reading to his crowd of fans the personal emails he had sent to his mother without her giving him the consent to read it publicly.
You don't need to give consent to send someone you don't need someone's consent to show a text message from your phone. Especially, again, she sent it to my mom. I don't know how many times I have to go over this. It's such a fucked up thing to do.
He not only leaked possibly her medical history of her, but now he leaks.
The medical history of her being insane is not like some kind of secret. Anyone who claims that they're talking to God or that the cat is their biological mother, things like that.
Her emails too.
Oh God. Okay, let's see what she said to my mom. Again, this is what my mom just sent because I talked to her earlier. That's not my word. That's literally her fucking words. But David, it tries to destroy my life by threatening to make another video. I've never made this at this point. I had never made any videos about her. You can go back and look. You can use the go back machine and look at all my like, even if I would have deleted shit, you can go to the internet go back machine and check if I've ever deleted any videos about her. I never talked about her. People don't even know her name. People say Lullaby. Maybe someone thinks Lullaby is her real name. It's not. But yeah, I never made any videos. This is the only video where I ever address anything related to her in that sense. And yeah. Because he's angry that I showed screenshots to my friends when he calls me a liar. I mean, she is lying. And this is... the history is a little bit twisted in this video. So what happened was me and her broke up. I got together with Julie. And when I got together with her, she made a Discord group for people who hate me. And they started spreading lies trying to make Julie leave me. So they were accusing me of being a cat abuser, of being a rapist. What else did they abuse me? What else did they claim that I was? They claim that I'm racist. That like I'm all these horrible things just to make her leave me. Like she even personally herself wrote to me that I will make sure no woman will ever be with you. What kind of insane vendetta is that? Please help me. Only you can help me. I love you and miss you. I'm sorry. Look how stumped I am. What?
Dave also not only claimed Lullaby is schizophrenic without any proof.
I didn't claim that. She claimed that. And you can see it on her behavior. She claims she talks to God. She claims she talks to God. I mean, do I even need to say it? Do I need to say anything else?
But also made fun of her.
Probably has a lot of shit, crazy shit to say. And she has her own self-view about that. Again, she has schizophrenia. She enters this state in her mind where everything is everyone else's fault and I am perfect. It's never my fault. That's again playing a clip from something else, but that's how it is. That's how she thought. That's how she thinks. She never admits to being in the wrong. She can't. Everything is always someone else's fault, and I will twist the narrative and I will do whatever it takes to make sure I'm right and you're wrong. I mean, I can admit to my faults. Sure, I like bondage. Sure, I drink sometimes. I don't always live a perfect life. That's fair. That's fair criticism. I have made, and sometimes I might say rude shit. I can say shit that seem racist. I can do all that shit. I'm doing that at times. I stand by that, you know? I can stand by my shit. And if I ever would like harm someone else or make someone else, like if I would ever do something bad towards someone else, I will own up to my mistake and I will say sorry. And I did say sorry to her 100 times about things I might have done. But shit, I mean, she can't do that. Lullaby has schizophrenia and she's in a Discord group with other people that don't like me for some god-known reason. I know in her medical records it says she has PTSD and schizophrenia. I know it does. I'm pretty sure she showed me that. That was very long ago. Maybe I shouldn't have said it with such certainty, but I know she has it. She has shown me like papers. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she's told me so many times if like there would ever be like a legal if me and my ex would enter like a legal battle where they would go back and dig up like Discord records, because Discord never deletes anything. Even if you go back and you delete a message, it's still saved there. Discord saves everything. So if you contact Discord for legal reasons and you ask them to provide a proof, there will be 100% guaranteed proof of her admitting to having schizophrenia. 100% proof. So that's something she could never get away with.
Dave, after publicly shaming Lullaby with unsupported claims of schizophrenia, starts to make fun of his first ex's appearance, going as far as calling her a horse.
The first time I ever fell in love was not with Lullaby. I'm talking about someone else here. I'm talking about when I was like 14. I went to school and the first woman I ever fell in love with, or well, fell in love is maybe even harsh. I had a crush. The first woman I ever had a crush on. And the point was that it was a woman I wasn't inherently attracted to. Back then I was a little kid, and to me, like, again, I'm partially face blind. So to me, everyone are kind of strange. But this is like not even about her. This is about someone completely different and about someone from my childhood. I thought the girl looked horrible. Like she looked like a horse. But eventually I realized, oh wait, I really like her. Yeah. That's not about her. That's from a completely different clip. That's from I don't even think that's the same streams. Completely different stream, I actually think. But yeah, that wasn't about Lullaby. That was about someone completely else from my childhood.
Throughout his stream was drinking Fireball, if I'm...
Which, again, isn't nice to say. It's not nice to call someone a horse or saying that someone doesn't look good. But again, I don't look good. I look like a horse. So, I mean, I get it. People say that thing. But again, I'm not PC. I don't think that the person I was referring to there would even care. Because, again, that's someone I knew over... It's actually like, what is it? 13, 14 years ago I was talking about? From like childhood? I'm pretty sure when you were a kid, you said something rude about someone else too. I mean, that's not such a weird thing to do.
Right, but
like kids and teenagers do stupid shit. I mean, I'm not infallible. I mean, it's not good on my part to say that, but I did say that, and that's how I felt at that time.
I might be wrong, once again getting drunk, although he claims to be sick. In his first video, he talks about how he had sex with an underage girl, as he claims he gave her alcohol, which I don't know if it's illegal in Sweden, but it's illegal for a minor to purchase such drinks. Then he proceeded to have sex with her while they were both drunk. I want to highlight the severity of such incident. They gave to a child alcohol, got you drunk, and then had sex together.
Fair enough. Okay, we can look at it like that. I was 19 turning 20, she was 17. And a few months from turning 18, she showed me her leg, which is legitimate. She showed me her ID. And she asked me to buy her booze. I did. We were friends, though. It's not like I just met some random woman. I was like, hey, you want some booze? No, we were friends. And she wanted me to buy her booze, and I did. And we did have a bit of a romantic... Kind of romantic. It wasn't really romantic. It was more like a friends with benefits type of relationship. But that entire thing was not my idea. Like, I was very oblivious to it. She came onto me very strongly. So it's not like I sought out someone who's like... It's not like now, like me now 30 would date someone who's 15, which is kind of what they try to make it look like. This was long ago. We were both under 20. Was it technically illegal? Yeah. But I met their family and they were fine with me. Like... They were, I think in Sweden, if someone is over the age of 18 and you meet with the parents and everyone's fine with it, then there shouldn't be any issues, I think. So, and that's what happened. Like, I met with her family and shit. So it's not like it was some kind of secret thing where a 30-year-old man dates like a 15. No, it's a 17-year-old, almost 18, dating a 19, almost 20-year-old. And in Sweden, that's not very uncommon. There's probably worse things going on in Sweden than that. So, I mean, if you just want to look at it from a moral point, like I did something wrong, then fine. I did something maybe morally wrong. But it's not like, oh, he was 30 at the time and he dated a 15-year-old, which is kind of what they're trying to make it seem like I'm some kind of pedophile. It's kind of funny, however, that she makes this claim while she was around 37, something like that, and she was hitting on one of Julie's friends that was 17. That is strange, and that can be also proven. But yeah, that's more strange to me.
By that time, I met her. We were just friends. It was chill. She was actually a terrible human being. She was like, she only cared about money, how people look. She wanted to have a guy that took care of her and all that. So I didn't really feel anything for her. We were just friends. But in the end, she was 17 and I was 20. So it wasn't. Well, it was like
I was like turning 20 is more fair, and she was turning 18. But yeah, when I'm drunk, I might be more like not rounding shit up. And even if that was the case, even if she would have exactly turned 17 and I would have exactly turned 20, I still met with her family and shit. Like, they knew me. They were all cool with it. I think even her parents, like, knew that she was drinking and everyone was like okay with it. So I don't see the issue.
Sort of.
And again, I am turning 31 in just a few weeks. This is over 10 years ago. Oh, way over 10 years ago.
So like, I remember I bought lots of alcohol to her, and she was like, "Keep some."
Okay, that's me being drunk. I bought twice to her. I didn't buy lots. That's maybe me being drunk and saying shit the wrong way, but yeah, I did buy twice to her.
Of this, we're gonna use this later. And so I kept some of it, and she then one time visited.
By the way, she paid for it. It's not like I paid for it, and she let me keep it, I remember, so that was kind of nice of her.
Let me in the woods. She spent her night with me, and we laughed, we drank, we had fun, and we had sex.
This whole situation seems like
Yeah, she
he
was my
wanted
friend
her
back
to
then.
get drunk so he can have sexual intercourse. The age of consent in Sweden allows an interaction between them, but it's really awful considering he only makes claims about her being terrible. The chance.
Well, legally, with if you have consent and if like you have your parents' agreement, then I think it's 15 in Sweden, and then legally 18. Like, so when you're 18, no matter what your parents say or whatever anyone says, then you're allowed to have sex. But you can have sex when you're 15 in Sweden, like legally with other people. And if someone is older, you need like it needs to be okay with the family and parents. It's something like that. I don't know exactly the law. I'm not a lawyer, but yeah.
Of him making her drunk on purpose just to seduce her.
Again, her idea, not mine.
Are a lot. Dave only presents his side of the story and calls other people.
Yeah, because again, this was like over 10 years ago. I don't know the person anymore. I haven't talked to her in, what is it, 8, 9 years? Yeah, I haven't. This is not the person that's like presently in my life anymore.
People's claims, especially his ex's, just lies. In conclusion, Dave, whose fans in my previous video were saying I give no proof.
I never threatened to dox my ex. I threatened to make a video addressing the problems and maybe revealing her name. I never said anything about showing her address. There's some people in the chat maybe who threaten that, but that's not something I condone or say that I would do. He leaked a personal email. I don't know if that's bad. I don't think I ever leaked her email. I showed a text from my mom where you can't even see the numbers or letters. So that's a weird thing to do, but we're gonna get into leaking this video. When we're done reacting, we're gonna go into some actual info and show some proof.
Later threatened Doc Lullaby, leaked a personal email, and then claims he goes crazy and she has schizophrenia with no proof in his public stream.
I have proof.
He met a 70-year-old drunk and then had sex with her. I'm not claiming he did no purpose to rape her, but I'm just presenting what he did.
Again, he's talking, this person is like talking about shit he has no idea about. He doesn't know my history. He wasn't there. Again, it's not a strange thing as I just went over. If you know the entire context and everything, it's not that bad. It's not like I approached a woman and offering her drinks in exchange for sex. That's not how it was. It's kind of sick to claim something like that. Isn't that illegal? Isn't that like against the law to make false accusations like that? All right,
Unlike
let's
him,
finish.
I give proof for the allegations I make against him. He's a horrible woman abuser who suppresses his ex's voice for help and justice.
Woman abuser.
I made another video about Never Give Up, which I'll also include a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing and liking this video.
Yeah, subscribe for the lies. All right. So that's, as you can see, a huge pile. We have an hour.
I'm not a scammer, bro.
Again, it's autoplaying on YouTube copyright abuse. All right. Let's switch this back. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, there's quite a lot of very insane, very horrible, out of context, like many blatant lies about me. We're gonna get into some of it, like right now, actually. But let's go over the accusations. The biggest one that is like completely insane to do is to claim that I'm some kind of abusive rapist, that I'm like violent. First of all, she was about the same size as me, and she was much stronger and healthier than I am. Like, even if that was the case, there's no way I would be able to overpower her. So that's like just scientifically speaking, that's impossible. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird for me to have to like say that I have to come out and say, yeah, I didn't do this. I mean, why lie about such an insane thing? That's like, I think that's criminal. You can't just claim those things. But I understand in her mind, someone being abusive is someone disagreeing with you. If you don't agree that all women are victims like she thinks, then you're abusive. Abusive. And in her mind, if you have sex with someone and then regret it, then that counts as rape. I mean, in my mind, it doesn't. In most sane people, and in most sane people's mind, it doesn't. But in hers, it does, I guess. So in her mind, I guess I'm a monster. And it's not, like, to me, abuse is if you hit someone physically. Having an argument is not abuse. Like, I've never ever hit her or done anything like that. It's like, and even if that was the case, it's not like I could. I'm not a healthy person. I can't even stream for 2 hours. I'm out of breath just sitting down and talking for 2 hours. Yeah. It's so weird that someone can just claim these utterly crazy garbage. And furthermore, if she claims that I was like hitting her or doing like illegal sexual things against her will to her, why not go to the police? And why wait for so long to like make a video about it? It's so weird. Like, you should have gone to the police if that were the case. She did have the money to leave whenever she wanted. She chose to stay. She chose to be with me for 4 to almost 5 years. And there was a period where they had like some kind of thing in the US where they gave everyone stimulus checks. She had money. She could leave if she wanted. Like, I wasn't keeping her some kind of prisoner. Like, yeah, it was all her choice to stay with me. So yeah, it's such an insane, horrible claim to make, and completely out of it. Anyway, let's go into some of my, how do you say it? Some things I've compiled here. So here we have her Discord. I'm blurring things out of, how do you say it? Some things I'm blurring out for her privacy, even though she doesn't deserve any privacy, because there's been people in my stream who say things and dox me, giving out my full-on address and social security number and shit. And that's not something anyone can just find out easily. I'm pretty sure she's the one doing it on alt accounts. And we're gonna prove right here that she has alt accounts. Anyway, so it was her and mine last conversations. So this happened from nowhere. Let's see if we can zoom in. We had just a normal conversation, and she implies that someone is pretending to be her on YouTube. And she says that it's not her. And by this time, you know, I didn't know that she was gonna go absolutely crazy from nowhere. This was after we had broken up and we were apart for 2 months, I think, 2 or 3 months, something like that. And we had decided to stay friends and like just be supportive of each other. So this was like, you can look at the conversations yourself. And then literally the next day, I get messaged by people saying that like I'm an abuser, that I harm my cat, like I'm an animal abuser, I'm a rapist, that I'm like all this weird crazy shit, literally from nowhere. And I'm like, why are you saying like weird private shit? And she starts saying, because I hurt women and I won't let you hurt anyone else. What this means is, I can't believe that you're moving on, and I'm gonna make sure you never ever have a relationship again. This is basically what she means by that. And yeah, you can see that I'm just like, what the fuck? Why are you lying about me? She says that I'm lying and that I should keep the piano. So before this, I mean, I'm still open to sending it back to her if she wants it. They make a big deal out of it. But, I mean, she told me to keep it, so okay. And I'm like, are you having an episode or something? Because again, she has confirmed to me that she has schizophrenia. And these are things that have happened in the past where from nowhere, suddenly she completely changes and like lives in her mind and goes completely insane. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, because this was so sudden, you know, it was literally the next day. And then, you know, she started calling my mom and telling her very personal things about our sexual life, about our issues and things like that. Why would she be calling my mom? It's such a weird thing. You don't do that. Like, first of all, if I had done something illegal, she should be calling the police. Why would you call someone else's parent? She did it just to like try to ruin my relationships. She didn't want me to be with my current wife. She didn't want my family to like me. She wants everyone to think I'm a monster. Because in her mind, I'm some kind of horrible, abusive, rapist, murderer, you know? It's like, yeah, and I'm like, what? And she just blocked me. So that was the last conversation we had. And she also has made very many claims that I have made or make, like videos where I like harass her or talk shit about her. These are the only 2 videos I've made since me and her broke up, which is about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago. And none of them talk about her. None of them talk about like details of why we broke up or anything. I haven't made any videos about her. People still don't know her name. No one knows her real name. Lullaby is just an alias. Like, it's not her real name. She told me that she wanted to be private. She didn't want to be a public person. And even now, after all this crazy shit, after everything, I'm still respecting that, even though I can reveal shit. I choose not to. It's not against the law to reveal someone's name online, especially considering they are showing private messages left and forth. And this is the stream I made. This was after she made accusations about me. The stream is still up. People can go watch it. They should go watch it if they don't believe me. And in the middle of the stream, I get a text from my mom where mom forwards this to me. And here she claims he won't stop making videos about me. And I'm getting scared because his viewers start to hate me and they are very angry. I don't know what videos you're talking about. There are no videos about you. Like, there are no videos about you. I've never made a video or something talking about it until now. And that's like 2-3 years later to defend myself from her crazy accusations. She says she's never lied to me. We're gonna get into that. That's gonna be very funny. But yeah, she's basically saying that she's not crazy, and that she thought she was crazy because sometimes she can hear God talking to her, claiming basically that she hears voices. And yeah, she's like, it's weird. My mom and her, they didn't have a good relationship. In fact, she actually kind of disliked my mom. So it's kind of weird that she even does this to begin with. You know? And here we have, this was after me and Julie, my current wife, my one and only wife, but this was after we got together. She's basically trying to get Julie to kidnap my cat because she thinks, she's like convinced that I'm some kind of animal abuser, which kind of it's disgusting. I've never, why would I, that, it, why? Why? What makes, why not even, again, if something like that was true, why not call PETA? Why like, this is basically her trying to make her think that I'm a monster so she would leave me. Because again, her goal, her one and only goal, is for me to be miserable. That's her goal, because she's probably mad that I moved on and that I choose to move on, and instead of like being unhappy with her. And here we basically have her claiming that I'm just tying women up against their will, and that I'm basically a rapist. She's saying this to my wife, basically. When we first were dating, she like personally messages her, and it's like, yeah. And then we have her commenting on my wife's channel. This was long ago now, but commenting that basically threatening to kill herself and guilting the blame on like my wife and on me, which is, it's not the same thing to do. It's like, I'm gonna kill myself just to make your life hell. It's, again, this was just psychological attacks. She's not suicidal in that way, I know that. This was just to hurt her. But despite that, I tried to leave her a comment, but I couldn't, because she had already preemptively banned me from that account. And that's the account she claims isn't her. Again, the account writing is the one she said in the beginning. Let's see here. Over here, she says that's not her. So here we have the first case of her lying to us. So she claims it's not her, but then again, it's clearly her. Like, she's threatening to kill herself, and she had already blocked me. And yeah, I'm such a monster for still caring, even after all that, after the rape accusations, after like her trying to ruin my life and make sure that I'm not happy with any other woman, after like trying to make me lose my cat and ruin my family relationship, I still try to write this to her. Yeah, I'm the monster. And here we have her newest account, where you can see, this is actually a little compilation my wife did. You can see on the screenshots that she linked in the video that they're talking about, up in the corner, you can see it's her account. Now, how can I prove this is her account? Here is my Google account, and you can see the date. You can see the date, the name, and everything. This was back when we were still together, I believe. And she was sending pictures and stuff to me through Google Drive. And here you can see the Google Drive itself. So it's clearly her sending pictures to me. Like long ago. This was before any drama. This was back when we were still together. You can see it's her and me. All right. And then if you go down to their videos, you can see in the comments how they're wishing for my downfall. You can see her commenting. This was a comment she writes on his account, pretending she wasn't part of it. Like, she's trying to wipe her hands clean of it. She knows it's criminal. You can't be accusing people of rape, of being abusive, of harming women, and of being like animal abusive and all that. You can't accuse people of that. For like, it's illegal, I think. It's like, I think it's against the law. So, and she knows it. That's why she's trying to pretend it's not her. But we all know it's her. It's hearted, because they're definitely not in scoop with each other. And here, look, she's writing to her own videos, pretending it's not her. A very mentally sane thing to do. And she writes it on her own account. On her own account, she comes in with her alt and says, hey, she's talking to herself in her videos, trying to make it seem like it's not her. Yeah, I mean, I can actually prove the things she's lying about. And it's pretty cut and clear. And it's kind of ridiculous for me to have to make a video like this, having to defend myself against insane shit like this. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm not making another video of this again. Maybe I should have done this long ago, because these are all pretty old things. This is dating like 1 to 2 years back now. But it needs to be done before, because this is a person that's not gonna stop. They're living in an absolute delusion, and they're hell-bent on trying to ruin my marriage with my wife and make everyone see me as a monster. And they're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna keep lying about me. They're gonna be accusing me of the craziest shit ever. And I guess I'll make one video addressing it, and that's gonna be this one. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Make your own conclusion. Look at all the things. Make your own logical decisions on what you believe is true. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.